Oh, greetings, blessings, salutations, and love. Welcome back to Chats with Jack. I am Jack Talcott here once again to share some time celebrating some new beginnings. And I have chosen already, I've dropped the link and pinned it to the top of the chat for those who do wish to join the panel. We'll open it up, and I could have looked at my hair before I started, but hey, whatever. Today I'm feeling Hmm. I'm feeling filled with peace and joy and ready just for whatever might happen today. I'm not saying that I'm it's not so much I was trying to figure out where I'm coming from today, and it's not so much a lack of inspiration. It is admittedly kind of winging it today. I don't have a clear topic or a big page of notes today. For those who were here yesterday, praise be. Forgiveness has been found. Um, it doesn't undo the past when the past is done, but praise be and welcome back. Horny for Talcott. Oh man, I remember those days. Hey, so really the greatest thought I had today about what to discuss and maybe talk about is new beginnings. Well, new beginnings are available to each of us every day. I think it was I trust. I trust. People do things they think that things out of fun, and sometimes things that are fun are taken out of context. It's kind of the same game the media plays. They take little details and make it a big deal, and then they take the big deals and just, you know, oh, this happened too. Wait, what did you just say? um, in the media where they just, I'm not here to talk about the media. I'm here to talk about new beginnings. And new beginnings they are refreshing. They can feel scary sometimes. See, that was the fear I felt when I was younger. We moved around a lot, created in my mind a sense of a lack of security, created a little bit of detachment from people because, you know, why should I get to know you? I'm going to be gone in a couple of weeks. So, hey, yeah, good on you. Have a good life. I was just kind of disconnected from things. um, hey, all things may be renewed, but money, $5, man. No, that's the money's not the answer. It's in the deeds. See, and it's not just in the words we say, it is in the deeds. It's what we do. That's what makes who we are, and that's what makes each of us special and unique. Is the way we do the things that we do, because we all do things similarly. Some people do one thing better than another. Each of us have our unique talents and you know roadblocks. This game of life is a pretty cool adventure once you learn how to let go. Seriously, if you can learn how to surrender within the whole life you are living. This is stuff I never thought about, never considered it, even though the answers are always right there, right in front of our faces. The truth is simple, and And it's usually pretty obvious. So I was considering earlier today, surrender to the greater forces. I know people have their little hang-ups about um, the word God. Well, just using simple logic, there are forces beyond our awareness that influence our inner state of being and what we react, how we move in the world. So, those forces that are greater than us that we do not see yet, they can be proven. So, um, those forces have a godlike quality to them, a power over us. But within us is the totality of each of our unique experiences, right? Your experience is completely different than mine, yet at this moment in time here on earth, we are the life that is. And I was thinking earlier, I can honestly say I don't know what it would be like to live life as a white man at a different time. I don't know what it would be like to live life not as a white man, with different colored skin or maybe different gender. I don't know what it's like. I've never lived it, not in this collection of memory. So it's not my place to judge it, right? The words of Jesus. See, I think this is so funny. I gotta get better on the scripture. And actually, if someone comes up today, maybe they'll help me out. But I might have it up here actually. The words of Jesus. He says I'm not here to judge. I'm here to save the world. So it said, if I remember right. But I am not here to judge. How many Christians defend their patterns of I get to judge? I found the way. I accepted a name. Oh, let me not make fun. Let me not be a dick. Well, I don't know. It seems I don't know what people want. There were many people who got timed out yesterday. Today is anew. The topic today may be perfect. Actually, we're all growing together. New beginnings for us all. New beginnings for us each. Because when we allow, I was thinking about this earlier. I really think about the words that I've shared, and I find deeper understandings, and through some of those deeper understandings come greater inspirations, and I share what I can find. But the practice, the practice of surrender and flow, that is how we are supposed to live. And it just logically makes sense because the past is just a memory. Memories are like dreams. Sometimes they're true, sometimes they're not. You don't know what they mean. You got to interpret it all. So anyway, the past are just memories. They don't exist. Become grateful for all the memories you've gathered and collected. And then start new. Every day, every moment, start yourself, renew yourself. Choose to allow yourself to become renewed in each day. Because when you logically think about it, every new moment is a gift. And every present moment is new. Because I clicked in the now, what, almost 11 minutes ago, I clicked go live, but that's a different now. The moments are continuing, but it's still a new present. So we can renew our presence in the present. We can cleanse our consciousness from judgment, from labels, and all of this other crap that keeps us up at night and leaves us a little uneasy. We can surrender our thoughts. You ever thought of that? When you surrender your thoughts and you just allow yourself to be present, to be you, as you, comfortably, but don't believe in the old you, please. I think that's a common mistake many of us make. We believe in our memories and in the past more than what is right in front of our faces or what we're actually feeling. And so, well, no, maybe that's not true, but because the memories, well, where that is true, because we'll use these memories of anger, resentment, guilt, shame to make us feel all bad today. And oh yeah, that's right. I watched a beautiful. I wasn't prepared to bring this up. Hey, blessings and thank you, Provo. All who are joining by, dropping in, thank you. I know I haven't said hi to a lot. I watched a great video earlier today. Someone I just discovered. I can't remember his name. Anyway, it was about the reticulating activation system within our minds. It's like a gatekeeper of what our awareness will discover. It's a brilliant discovery that I've heard described elsewhere, and I've having it fresh in my mind is what brings it up. We get to choose a lot of things within our lives every day. Every new moment brings an opportunity for new ideas, new things, new opportunities to come forth. But if we're trapped in our minds, the memories of the past, looping through the same old conversations, making the same old arguments every single day, guys, that's a sign. What's that comedian? The redneck guy, I think. Give you a sign? Something like that. I don't know. Hey, please welcome and thank you. Yeah, hit the like. I'm feeling very, very chilled. I am hoping that people may join. I'd welcome anyone. Heckle bus, even you, brother. I bet we could have some conversations together in the present, allowing a new beginning, allowing ourselves to feel renewed with hope and faith and trust in one another. Golly geez, that sounds exciting, man. That's what I do hope to do with many people. Yes, Wizard could be amazing with me for some verse discussion. How about we just, Wizard, if you would, please, we can just talk about scripture. Okay? That is something you know and we both respect very deeply. So, a thought popped into my head regarding my story, the Tarcottian adventure of what's going on. In just a moment here. Where'd that go? How about we go this one? Nomics? Are you there?
Yes, sir. How you doing, Jack? This is Grant, man.
Grant.
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm trusting. You sound genuine and authentic. How you doing, man?
Yeah, cool. I'm doing good, man. Doing a lot better. Just hanging out tonight, just relaxing, chilling on the front porch.
Very nice.
How you doing?
I am feeling blessed, actually. Filled with peace. I really am.
That's good.
And thank you for clicking the link. I appreciate you joining.
Well, thank you.
At this point, I'm just kind of chilling out today. I wasn't sure where the day would go, and in my practice the last few days, I've just been focusing on moment by moment by moment. And today, well, I felt empty.
Empty?
Yeah. You know those days where you feel just like, there's something lacking. And I don't like that feeling. I don't like feeling empty.
Like
And
something,
what's that?
like something's missing or aggravated feeling.
Well, there is a lot of things that I'm trying to find. There is a lot of the unfulfilled desires. I don't have a lot of answers to a lot of my questions yet, and I'm still trying to figure things out.
Like you said, all we have is the now and the present. And once people realize that, because everybody's different, and then everything's silent, and it's when, if you self-discipline your mind to where, you could just sit there and just in silence in your head, and it's peaceful.
That is what I've been learning. Isn't it so simple?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
See, and to me, the simplicity, that's more evidence of God's divinity, right?
Amen. Amen.
It's so amazing that when we stop filling our heads full of opinions and memories and all these whatever, in that stillness of being, man, that is where the joy is really discovered. This world wants us to forget this stuff. This world is literally an inverted world. And you know this, right?
Yeah, it's filled with ego, and the ego is the devil. So it's a deceiver.
Yes.
It's a false self, and people, feed into their own ego, not thinking that's not really them, or they're thinking that's really them when in reality it's the ego itself.
That is what I've been learning. Thank you. Yes. And I think it'll be shown that the ego, man, in its current beastly manner, is the Antichrist. The Antichrist has always been here, just as the Christ has been here. We've been allowing the beasts to rule. This is insanity.
It's true.
So, brothers and sisters, stop allowing the beast within yourself to rule you. Take control of you so that you and you alone present you with joy, with peace. That's what this is what I've been practicing for myself, and you're on it, man. So here's where my thought was. Do I share this? Tomorrow I've got another opportunity, man. I have an opportunity because well, my goal is to end wars. Not pretty clear. I want to end wars and help dissolve the Federal Reserve and the Wall Street gambling system. I think the world has had enough of this corruption and nonsense. I know I'm not alone in efforts of peace. As a matter of fact, sorry to get I'm taken off from the point, but I was inspired with my goals earlier because I saw a number of people in this political system of the House. They're citizens in the House of Congress are actually standing up and saying, "Hey, it's time for a ceasefire." I'd like to get some support to them, to get some movement behind the effort of let's get a ceasefire going right now.
Right.
Anyway, tomorrow, I believe that it's in my heart and in my mind that God allowed me to get terminated from the postal service as an innocent guy, for a reason. I think the post office is a path for me to speak to the citizens of the United States government.
Well, God put you there. God put you there, man. So
that's what I'm saying.
Reason. Always a reason for everything.
Well, tomorrow is a union meeting. These guys are all obedient. I won't say all. Many were like I used to be and very egoic and obedient and not really thinking, very reactive, want to argue all the time. It's been several years and I've been unable to convince them to talk to me. So I'm excited for tomorrow because tomorrow
I'm excited for you, man. Sorry to cut you off. I'm not used to going up on panel or anything.
No. Hey, thank you, man. Thank you.
I feel comfortable talking to you because I know you're calm and you don't like to argue, and you're just chill. So I mean, I wouldn't have gone up anywhere else, honestly.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate that.
I'm getting better fast.
You're what?
Sorry. I'm getting better fast. I'm already, healed enough. So in about a week, I got somebody going to hire me. So everything's good. Finally.
Good for you.
Thank you.
Forgive me if I'm forgetting the details of your past. If you shared it and I've forgotten, I'm sorry. You're recovering, you're healing, and you have opportunities coming forth in your future as well. That's what I heard you say.
Yes, sir.
Congrats. Congratulations, man.
Thank you. Congratulations to you as well.
Respect. Well, mine, these are just imagined thoughts at this point. Although, you know what? I don't want to speak any doubts. I also have a good friend here in town who I've met in the recent past couple of years. He said he's willing to be a witness for me tomorrow. So with a witness, two or more, where two or more are gathered, I'm confident we're going to get some loving resolve found.
Good. It's awesome.
Holy cows. Looks like Chuck got some news as well for him. God bless.
Well, Jack, I'll let you go, man. I'm getting warmed up to this panel thing, and I want you to talk about this so I can listen better.
Grant, thank you. Nomics,
I'll come back up, but
hey, respect. Do you have a channel to tag or no?
No, I was going to delete my YouTube channel and start over.
Gotcha. Oh, that's now I'm getting it. Okay. Hey, whatever. Thank you, brother. I'm gonna toss you in the back. You're welcome to join. Whatever, however you want. Okay. Just let me know your preference if you want to come back up or whatever. Anyone is really welcome to join. I was just considering Chuck's news. It's really easy for us to jump to thoughts of punishment especially when people are hurt. I understand that. Chuck, I don't know your path. Maybe you're already there, but I pray for forgiveness and peace within you and all those involved, okay? There's a lot of this world we live in, man. It is a bit backwards. But hey, sincerely, consider this. What if this is possibly true? Because I kind of think it is. I didn't even know of Veterans for Peace until I got kicked out of the post office. I didn't know there was, and I never really made the connections, honestly, never investigated stuff fully. When I started learning the truth about the corruption of war, and guys, it's obvious. You don't need to know history. You don't need to know economics. You don't need to know politics. Use your logic and your heart, okay? Oh, Jesus, that's right. Excuse my language. Marine Corps birthday today as well. So to those who serve proudly as Marines, I honor the day for you, with you. Veterans for Peace is an organization that I encourage every veteran to investigate. There's chapters and organizations all across the nation, actually, I think all around the world, active, doing what ideas they come up with to try and share the truth in the communities. I met some heroes, some fucking heroes. Man, my path has been so blessed. Golly geez, man. Veterans for Peace is an outlet for those. I encourage, if you're dealing with moral injuries labeled as post-traumatic stress disorders, things like that, if you're dealing with moral injuries from your service, look into serving peace. I encourage you. You will be very, you can find a lot of fulfillment in things like that. And I have links in the chat. Chuck in Tennessee, why are you always jumping to the negative and interrogating? What is your problem, Jack? Why are you assuming my lack of activity? Why are you rejecting the explanations that my efforts to be accepted have resulted in people being offended by me? So, I am a lifetime member, whatever, as they say, but what I care most about is the purpose of the organization. I also promote the IWW, the Wobblies, International Workers of the World. They've been standing against wage slavery since the early 1900s. These parts of American history are not taught in the public school system. I wonder why they don't teach the slaves' children that their parents are slaves to economics and regulation and licensing. Oh, that's right, because the parents haven't figured it out. So why tell the children that stuff? Hey, children, you guys are free, but pledge your allegiance, okay, to the people that take your parents' money and pay for the wars that put you actually in danger. Holy cows. I don't know if anyone's following along with some of my thought processes, but the way this world is, it is inverted. It is backwards. By God's grace, by whatever grace, the grace that my life has brought forth, I found peace in my mind, in my heart, in my being. I'm trying to share that stuff with others, Raylene, thank you. Bless you. God bless. Provo, thank you, brother. I've been admiring you are a rock star at the monologuing. I have been learning from some of the best. And so do you think I can't get along with others, Chuck? I know it's really easy for you to point the blame at me and others to point the blame at me, but do you really think it's me that has trouble getting along? See, this is what has been so fascinating to me. I've been communicating with, I don't know, a couple of people from my past, but it's like the communication is, well, it's like what we experience on these streams, two different conversations being had by two people in two different realities, just sharing time. It's so funny, man. It is so funny. Hey, yes, I saw Flow too, and I saw some of your interview. Congrats and nice job. You presented very well, from what I saw and from the responses. These oh, here, let's talk solutions seriously, because why wouldn't? I'm going to change this a little bit first. I'm going to come back because I was thinking about this earlier. My life, what it has taught me. My life has been unique, and so the way I learn is I watch and I study and I pay attention and I ask myself questions. I try to imagine, I try to understand and resolve, find resolve. I mean, life is an interesting game. So I do this with things that I feel are relevant to me, particularly in different relationships. But in my path, when I identify the patterns of others, I know this is my experience. So why am I experiencing this? Why am I interacting with this type of behavior? What am I supposed to learn about this? Is this something I am doing? People being arrogant or being rude, angry, stuff like that. I got to look at myself. Am I doing this? Am I provoking this? Are they mirroring what I'm showing them? Or is this actually them? And when I look at it and I make sure sometimes it is me, sometimes it's not. But when I find it's not, then I think greater in the world. And actually, even when it's with me, I look greater in the world. The world is confused. We are all a part of the world, and we can be part of the confusion, or we can be part of the solutions. The reason I brought this up, part of the reason I brought this up, and another thought trail I chased earlier, was my past time as a union rep, as a union leader. It wasn't a job I sought. I didn't want the attention or the extra duties or work. Dude, that was a thankless job. Fucking. Ugh. Anyway, I did that for a long time, but it developed me into a better man. Honestly, I learned leadership through practice. A little trial and error, I guess. But as a shop steward at work with the union, I didn't just I saw my job as to represent the safety and welfare of the employees, to protect the interests of the customers, the consumers, right? Took my job seriously, man. as a good shop steward, as a good representative, and every employee can do this, by the way. If you've got a job and you're going to work and you see problems at your work, address them. Okay, but don't just come in with problems. Come forth for the purpose of solutions. And that was the way I used to deal with things. I didn't pick every problem, because the reality is when you've got a task, you got a mission, and every job has a mission. Every organization has its mission and purpose. And when you've got that, some things, you got to get stuff done. Sometimes it's not always perfect. But when there were problems, when there were serious issues or more relevant things that were hindering most, or even more often, if there was a simple solution available to the problems, here's what I learned. Bosses are people. And so I'd go in and I'd present, hey, these are the facts. And, it's kind of a problem because of this. And so if we do this, it would avoid those problems, those expenses, those liabilities, improve this efficiency, this morale, whatever. I was pretty good at that stuff. And when the facts make sense, they make sense. People don't have a leg to stand on. So here, the facts make sense. Brothers and sisters, the facts make sense. Help me. Help me try to help us all. I have the idea that, and I don't know if this can work, but I have the idea that it's possible. Well, my goal is to speak to the most corrupt. I want to speak to the bosses of the Corporation of America. I think that would be a fun conversation to have. And we can, it doesn't have to be just one. Bring them all in. Let's have a big group meeting together, right? And I'm confident to do something like that because we're standing on the truth. Brothers and sisters, secrets and lies drive us nuts. Lies. When people don't respect the truth, they're spreading lies. Lies spread confusion. There's all sorts of confusion in this world. You know what sets us free from the lies? The truth. And the truth just must be simply presented. Once the truth has been presented to whomever, from there, it's up to the veils of consciousness, but as long as it's brought into the awareness of whoever, then they have a choice. What are they going to do with the truth? Are they going to deny the truth? Prevent the truth from being shared, being whatever. I'm speaking generally in these concepts, and I understand it can maybe sound a little dreamy or maybe even a little double speak as I've been described. Hey, well, I agree, but you know what? Those people are intentionally lying and gaslighting the world. Yes, we all know this. They have no desire to share the truth and will do everything to prevent the truth from being known. Correct. Who cares about their desires when it is the truth that matters? Only the truth matters. That's what I've come to know for sure. And see, those people who are intentionally lying and gaslighting, they're sick and diseased. You can call it demonic, possessed, whatever. Okay, so they're intentionally lying and gaslighting. Let's see. God is the Lord of the truth. Satan is the Lord of lies. Those who are intentionally lying would be serving that Lord, the Lord of lies and confusion. That Lord of lies and confusion, it serves to steal, kill, and destroy. All those things make sense. Absolutely, you're right. So let's come together and end it. I claim to have a path to at least try. If people want to join. Hey, have you never had your mind changed? Sarah? You've never changed your mind when new facts, new explanations, or perhaps called out on bullshit? Because that's kind of what I'm intending to do, is call people out on their bullshit. And when the truth is presented publicly that they want to withhold, hey, you know, I'm not going to do this. I am not going to do this. Sarah, you are imagining a they who has more facts. I don't know if those facts you imagine this they having is relevant of a situation you're imagining or not. So, Sarah, you're clearly imagining, you're presenting me your disbelief and your doubts. Welcome, Flo.
I expected more out of Sarah.
How you doing, brother?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm feeling at peace, and I'm actually just kind of chilling out right now. Feeling good. The facts are capitalists.
Yes. Facts are a capitalist thing. Capitalists appreciate facts. Socialists appreciate theories.
I disagree.
I
This
know.
this socialist. Okay.
I think this is the first time I've heard you overtly self-identify that way, even though I already knew it.
I don't. I really don't, because of the confusion in the labels.
What's the confusion? You think that it has it brings a bad taste to people's mouth undeservedly?
Yes. As does, well, no.
Communism, as does communism.
Possibly. I'm not a fan of communism, though, either.
Neither is anybody who I've ever talked to who fled those countries. They don't like it. Neither.
But I don't know that there's actually been a true communism.
Please don't say that. Oh my God, you're going to say the thing.
Why? What thing? That it hasn't ever
Real communism has never been tried. Because conceptually it has. It's a theory that only works in theory. In reality, it devolves into dictatorship every time. It has been tried many times, and what we've learned is that 100% of the time, it doesn't make it to communism. It stops at dictatorship.
Yes.
And I think like communism it's a family model, right? It works on a family scale, but you can't turn 8 billion people into your family. Oh God, you're going to disagree with me.
I am.
Logistically, you cannot turn 8 billion people into your family.
We can do better than we ever have in the past. That I'm confident of.
I will agree with that. We are able to reach many more people across the planet, but I think that there's a lot of value in prioritizing people close to you over people who you've never even heard of.
I can recognize that value completely. No disagreements there. However, I don't think we can afford to ignore those even who are distant, because we're seeing the results. The Ukraine,
in what way? What do you mean ignore?
The Ukraine nonsense starts, and it affects the prices. It affects the economy. It affects the logistics. It affects a lot of people. And America, we really haven't felt the effects other than maybe the costs.
Right. I agree.
So this is what I mean. We can't really afford to ignore those who we don't know, who we haven't met.
But I think to some degree we should, because you have diminishing returns on your time and attention.
Okay. I'm gonna play. I'll play along. I can even understand that. However, my counter argument to that is this competitive nonsense that we've been calling capitalism. It's completely inefficient.
I mean, it is not. It's the most efficient model we've ever come up with, and it's not a creation of capitalism nor humans. It's so deeply embedded into nature. Even sperm are competitive.
Okay, so what?
So by trying to, by looking at competition as a bad thing, you're going against nature or God, whatever you believe in. It's the same system that's here, and it's bigger than us, and it won't be changed. It's just as unnatural to have no competition as it is to cut your penis off for mental health.
How about this? I think it was you, and I don't mean to press into this topic, but the distinctions between the Old Testament and the New Testament.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I would offer the case that the Old Testament includes a lot of the God of the world, rather than the overall Father. And it's the God of the world that, yep, there's the argument. There's where capitalism is in nature. It's from the worldly ways. It is not natural.
No, it's not. You're still looking at human and cultural examples. Just look at animals, plants, look at anything. What do you do to a tomato plant to get it to grow more tomatoes? You prune off smaller limbs so that they don't compete with each other for nutrients, and then squander the whole plant. Competition is so embedded into nature. It's like the number one rule of everything is competition.
I know. I've heard these arguments.
Well, and you insist on revolting against nature and God?
No, I insist on overcoming the limits, the appearance of limits from nature, in order to expand our connection and understanding of God. Because the limits of nature, you're right, we are a warring beast, very lustful, very greedy. It's in our nature until we overcome it,
which has never been done before.
Says a man who has not yet experienced it.
Neither have you.
Says who?
Jack.
And at which time? You broke off there, Flo.
I said we're competing right now over ideas.
You're right. See how inefficient it is?
No, it's not inefficient at all. It's valuable. Excellent. Everybody who watches this gets to hear our arguments and help refine their own understanding. You and I will sharpen our own understanding more than anybody observing it.
Amen. I appreciate it. Welcome, Sarah. Welcome,
Jack.
Aaron. You feeling okay?
Are you talking to me? I'm pissy today.
Uh-oh.
It's not been a great couple of days. So.
Did you say you're pissy today?
A little bit.
I'm a little bit too. Mm-hmm. And Jack hasn't admitted it, but he's got a little bit of the vibes as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm back to peace right now.
Because I'm here and I brought you some competition to take your mind off of whatever the fuck it was doing before.
Competition doesn't have to be a bad thing.
I love it.
Competition improves things.
Flo just revealed it. The reason competition has been promoted, because when people are focusing on the competition that's imagined by whatever, they're not focused on growing, learning, overcoming the other obstacles.
That's all competition. It's all a form of competition.
It doesn't have to be.
But it gets to be.
I know. It can be whatever we want it to be. So here's what I'm offering. I believe that when people stop fighting, healing can begin. And I don't just believe that, that's just facts. When people stop fighting, stop incurring damage on themselves and each other, we can start healing. Let's start within our homes, within our communities. Let's bring this forth. I want to take it to the top.
This sounds like you're equating competition with destruction. Those are two different things. Like tearing someone down while competing against someone is not the same thing. You can improve yourself to become better than what you were before by having another person to compete against, or another idea, or whatever it is that we're competing with.
Sure. So can you not understand why corruption or competition is inefficient? I mean, I can give you many examples. When people are focused on winning, sometimes they don't care about what they're doing. They're focused on making sure someone else loses. I've been experienced that with that dumbass Pauly boy. If you haven't noticed, he's focused on making sure I lose rather than doing anything for both of us to succeed. This is the capitalist mindset.
Hey, Jack.
No, it's not.
I think we're being restreamed over at Paul's channel. I'm just throwing that out there.
I didn't even realize. Perfect. Listen up, Pauly boy, since you can't be a man and actually sit and have a conversation like an adult, maybe you can listen. Anyway.
He'll probably have a few good sound clips that I can turn into short.
He's getting ready to close down, but he really did like put you out there and said, I think you guys need to go over here. I got to get done. I'm over time. And I think you guys should go over here.
Wow.
He started your stuff.
I'm curious in what the flavor was of that.
You know what? Touche. Well played. I bet it was presented fairly and genuinely.
Okay. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt until I know otherwise.
Yeah. Well, and here I am, holding the past, carrying the past around and talking bad. So,
I mean, let's be real. It would be unreasonable for you not to.
Well,
just mathematically.
Thank you. The logic supports carrying it. Yes. Thank you.
The facts are capitalist.
The facts.
I also think that people's psychological well-being under different states is not taken into account nearly enough when we talk about economic systems and competition like this.
I missed that, Flo. I'm sorry. What'd you say?
I'm not saying it again.
All right, fair enough.
No, I will. What did I say? Oh yeah, we need to take into account
states,
right?
And economic.
When people get into this capitalism, socialism argument, it's purely resource-based economic arguments. It doesn't take into account like people's psychology, because we've got enough studies on human well-being to know when people are at their have the maximum mental health or well-being is I think what they called it.
The current systems they're not set up for mental health. Because I'm sure some of the things they would measure is people's levels of fulfillment, people's levels of happiness, joy, freedom, whatever.
It's quite the contrary. It's really in order to dumb people down and make them worse and, like divide.
What is
the systems at play?
What I believe.
Well, I mean, I agree with you, but that's such a broad stroke claim. the system, like every and all systems are. I don't. Yeah.
I agree.
I would actually argue that the systems are now not wanting competition. You've got No Kid Left Behind. You've got everyone gets a fucking trophy. You have to have this equal opportunity rights where you hand out jobs to people that really aren't qualified, but you got to have your diversity, requirements hit. So it's actually making things worse by not having any competition.
It's making 100%. People complacent and dumb.
The fact
you
that
don't
people
have to do anything to prove yourself at all.
Yeah.
And you don't, and you're disincentivized. You're disincentivized to excel.
Get into college.
Sarah, it was my turn to talk.
Okay, talk, Flo.
Might have a lag.
I don't remember. It disincentivizes. I don't remember. Yeah, it disincentivizes people to excel.
I see the problem is that people believe that these rules matter. They make a difference. I mean, if the right people come forth, the right people should be afforded what is available, what's offered regarding employment, whatever. And I understand the intent behind a lot of these laws, but this is where we're at. People have come to the point where they believe these rules and laws are more important than the people. I am a personal evidence. This is my personal experience, okay?
Every rule subjects the human.
It's all subjective to interpretation.
No, that's not what I meant. I mean, it holds down the individual. That's what rules do. And sometimes that's good, right? You want people held down from like knifing people.
There's only one rule.
No.
Humanly, there is only one rule, and that is the rule of one, and that is the golden rule, and that is do no harm. That's really the only rule. So what you're saying, Flow State, I agree with. It does hold people back. The only thing that should be, or really does matter, is that you don't do harm, loss, injury to anybody else. Anything else that you do, it has no bearing.
That's incredibly simple until you try to apply it to the real world.
Well, the world we live in, but we're trying to change that world, right? Isn't that what the whole point is here? We're trying to change that world. If we can all go by that only that one rule, do no harm, cause no loss, injury, or harm, that's it. If we can live by that as an individual, each person, from the ground up, then we're living in harmony, everybody.
You're going to have to define what causing no harm means, because people are going to have different definitions of harm.
It is broad, because you could call it, because I think about the fucking dog when I'm waking up at 7:30 in the morning because the dog is barking across the street. Roar, 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 roar. And I'm like, you're causing my loss of peace. You're causing loss of sleep to me right now by letting that dog bark. So it is a little bit broad, but the idea is, pretty much don't violate other people.
That's supposed to be what laws are for. And I get the concept. The reality is, if you look through history, especially, I mean, my focus in law was really in the development of workers' rights. And you look at the progressions, men and women have literally died for some of these legal rights, right? The rights of overtime, weekends off. There was humans who died because there was oppressive capitalists.
People have died eating Tide Pods for TikTok videos. I don't give a fuck. I don't want
to hear it. Hey, you're that.
Those are the people why we have stupid warnings on the side of things to remind you not to eat fucking laundry detergent.
You know, God does allow many examples of what not to do as a person, as a people.
And at some point, we got to take the pads off and let nature run its course.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I think yes, in a different way than you're thinking. What I'm thinking, it's time for the veils to come off, for people to stop fighting for their fucking denial and their confusion. Wake up to reality, and then we can recognize we can change this world.
I think that we said kind of the opposite thing there, but I like the amicable way that you disagreed with me, so we'll go with it.
Thank you. Well, I am convinced, honestly, we are at I feel that this world is at a point in time where it is time for peace to be known, to be realized, because it's really easier than fighting. Consider this: competition does lead to conflict. When uncontrolled, untamed, without oversight, competition can easily lead to conflict. Here's the other. I want you to consider the distinction between competition and cooperation.
What about forced cooperation?
I don't support forced anything, but I do know that sometimes the facts should be the controlling choice, not people's interpretations of facts, if that makes sense.
I've noticed, and I don't mean this, I mean, I guess it is sort of whatever. I'm not trying to pick a fight with it, but when you invoke the word facts, it's typically when you're speaking on the least factual things that you're saying.
It may appear that way.
I'm just throwing it out there so that maybe you can like go, oh, he might be full of shit, but I'm going to pay attention to it.
No, I could be more specific, I'm sure. This is where,
it's just an observation. You know, you decide if I'm wrong or not. I don't need it. You know, I'm not. It's not a hill I'm going to die on.
No,
it's just my opinion.
Hey, this has been part of the patterns of conversation. Some are unable to agree on topics, so definitions, man, that might take some time.
or reasons. I know that Lig has very ascribes lofty reasons for us all being here, and I don't.
He and I share a lot of similar beliefs, similar educations too, regarding Neville Goddard, the power of the mind, and stuff like that. The power of words.
The rejection of the unpleasant that does not exist.
I do not do that.
Not nearly like Lig does.
This is, yes, I agree with you. And this is where I realized each of us have our denial, our resistance, our limitations, our cognitive blindness. We just don't see it sometimes. But this is our lifetime to grow, to know, to learn, to discover. And as long as we're slaving away for fucking debts and this nonsense of money, as hard as we work to gather the money, they've got a printing press off somewhere else that's devaluing every single dollar we've been saving. This is insanity. So I think we can change it. I'm actually where I'm at, honestly. I live, this is my purpose. We get to choose our purpose, and this is the one I found. This is the one I want for myself. I want to speak to the bosses of the Corporation of America and whether that's the selected ones in the rigged offices, or if it's the ones who are telling them what to do, like the bosses behind the lobbyists. Hell, let's talk to them all.
Have you tried tagging them in a tweet?
I did. I've tried a lot of things. I have. I've tried messages, emails, social media. I drove across the state to try and catch Bernie Sanders. I've been living an adventure, and it's brought us to here. And here, someone asked earlier, what is the new beginnings? Just today. Today's a new beginning. I'm beginning again. I'll figure it out eventually. Something's got to change.
No,
I think realistically, if you're wanting to change regarding our government and the economic shit, you're going to have to change the Constitution, which means you got to go through the states. And I recommend term limits for your congressmen. I recommend removing the Federal Reserve. I recommend basically every new law we put in should be related to the Congress people and what they are and are not able to do, rather than laws on us. It's supposed to be limiting the fucking government, not the people.
What was the question?
How to realistically change things.
No, it was.
Oh, the comment. I don't know.
What is the new beginning for ourselves? Any of you have any new beginnings starting up?
I mean, I'm. There's always new jobs, but that's capitalism and stuff and slavery. So, but I suppose I haven't. Well, and I'm gonna. You know what? I'm not. Never mind.
Spit it out, Flo. Spit it out.
No, I just realized, like, I just don't. Yeah, you don't know who's ever watching, so I'm not going to speak on it. But operations are expanding. How about that?
Whoa, for you, Steve. I think he's hitting on me.
No, hey, I respect
not later.
I respect yourself limiting their flow, and welcome, Chuck. Good to see you, brother.
I come in peace. Honestly, I do. But you didn't answer my question earlier. They have with Veterans for Peace. Was you saying you had a problem with them, or they had a problem with you?
I was not welcomed. Well,
how come?
Well,
any idea?
Yep. I've got a lot of ideas. It's just as I've said. My energy causes a lot of confusion. I intimidate a lot of people, particularly, and here I'll agree with you on this, Flo. The liberals, these little groups that get together for the social things, social ideas. No, fucking do.
That was a joke. It was a joke.
Hey, I know, Chuck. You're filled with accusations, and you just think it's so funny.
Whoa! It was a joke.
You
tried to label a group.
And I am not inaccurate. You're throwing accusations, calling them a joke.
There was a joke. I think that it was a joke for sure.
Yes.
Everybody knows
an accusation at them.
You're not the black mask and Molotov cocktail throwing type.
Right.
Well, what I was trying to say is that my aggressive patterns, I guess, my confidence, it scares a bunch of people. And so when people are scared, they don't want to talk to you. And so I've tried a whole bunch of different organizations here in town, and I'm coming to these people, and I initially I made some mistakes, but I developed and I grow, and I come to these people. I say, look, I've got 14 years as organizing a local union. I've got a lot of different skills and that I've developed. I can be of service.
So I think that what you need to do is go to this next meeting and in front of everybody, choose one person in an authority in the organization and appeal to them for whatever you want. And then when that person says no publicly, that night you fuck him up real bad and everybody will know who did it. And then nobody else will want to be in that situation again. And you only have to do that once, like every 3 or 4 years. And yeah, it's got staying power.
That sounds like jail prison tactics, man.
You could loosen their lug nuts.
Jesus Christ.
I'm joking.
I know.
Okay.
I showed a little bit of self-restraint a few minutes ago, and it was like building and building.
Good for you. Let it out, man. Be you. Be you and have fun.
Jack, is it your presentation that's bad, or not being received well? Or is it that you're trying to push yourself into some sort of position when you're brand new? I'm just curious. I'm trying to understand.
Hey, Chuck. How about
Jesus Christ?
Hey, Chuck.
Yes, sir. I'm listening.
How about you go and hey, Chuck, how about you help me?
Dude.
How about you help me get some answers from those people, and then we'll know the truth. I'm not going to sit here and guess. I mean,
That's not going to be helpful having somebody else go and ask questions about you.
I don't really have other options. I mean, that's what actually tomorrow.
Hello.
Hey, tomorrow, as I said, tomorrow's a union meeting.
I'm afraid you're going to end up in jail tomorrow. Honestly, because didn't the union have you removed from their function at that convention center?
No.
Chuck, you need to sprinkle in a handful of amens in between every actual
at one point, yes, but
I'm
Chuck,
sorry, Flo.
Chuck,
I'm just trying to help you out.
I'm going to mute.
Praise God. See, you got to drop those in there sometimes.
I really don't know why God brought Chuck into my life. He doesn't listen to me. He offers nothing but accusations. He wants to spread all these. Well, you said this, Jack, and so I cling on this little twisted fact. Yeah, Chuck, you're playing the role of the liar and deceiver, and you don't even fucking know it, dude.
You can take your holier than thou attitude. You're not God. Stick it up your ass crossways and go from there. How about that? Goodbye.
Hi, Chuck.
Bye, Chuck.
My words are true. I am getting better at not getting angry as I say them, but I still got work to do.
And that's fine. Everybody gets angry. I don't think that that's a problem. It's just where and why. Yeah. I'm not sure why Chuck triggers you so much.
His constant accusations, just as I said. He's a liar and deceiver.
Not all of his accusations were accusations.
No, I thought what he said was meant to be a joke. Not that he was calling you a joke.
He calls it a joke because he has no respect for what is true.
Jack, do you think that he honestly thought that you were Antifa?
Flo, no. But what he does, please accept the fact.
We did it. You did it.
I'm trying to explain the fact that I'm saying, okay? Please accept this fact that I'm about to present, okay?
I don't know if it's a fact yet, but carry on.
All right. Golly, geez, you are so challenging. Thank you.
Well, how am I supposed to agree that it's a fact? I don't even know what the fuck it is.
What our egos will do What he is doing with his accusations is he's trying to fit me into his beliefs. He has a pattern of talking shit about me, and then he wants to present this false air, toss a couple of bucks here and there as though he's a supporter. But the reality is he's like most other egoic people. He's being moved around and he doesn't know what he's doing. He's not paying attention for real. He's not listening to me.
I feel like he listens to me. And Chuck, I appreciate all the support.
I was just a little confused where the accusations were at. Like he said, they're not accusations. Like I just saw him asking questions to understand what happened at the last event. Because I don't actually know.
Right.
So what actually did happen?
Oh, no, here it is. You're a fucking fool, Chuck. You think I need pity? That's why you offer me disrespect. You want a refund, Chuck? I'll give you every fucking penny back times 2, okay? I'll double your fucking money. I don't need disrespect from men like you.
Chuck.
Here, they're not accusations, right? You're making statements about Jack Talcott to disparage Jack Talcott as though Jack Talcott is a joke. And I can play along, Chuck, but God bless. You're not paying attention, dude. You do not have a clue, man.
Let's talk about the facts.
Which ones?
He is in a better position to know his intentions than you are.
You would assume so, but since he doesn't explain his actions, he only explains his thoughts, his doubts, his opinions. He doesn't explain what he is doing. And when I called him out on it, well, he chose to ignore the facts and run away. He chose to ignore my facts. He chose to ignore what I said was my experience. He doesn't care what is true. It's common. It's this world we live in. I'm not blaming anyone. Honestly, this is just God's game. Figure it out, Chuck. When you want to understand. See, this is egoic projection. Chuck, you are projecting your behavior onto me. You know what? Believe what you want. Believe whatever you want. And live how you want. But I don't need you coming up here, Chuck, and casting dispersions at me as though I'm a joke and as though you know better than me and interrogating me. Jack, why did everyone do that to you? I've been saying, guys, there's a lot of bizarre situations. I don't know why people are doing this.
What do they say? Surely they said something.
Everyone has had a different excuse. The world is filled with fucking excuses and opinions. And here, my opinion of why others did stuff several years ago is fucking irrelevant to today. Unless it has something to do with solutions. Is Chuck offering any solutions with this? No. I'm being a dick, and I don't mean to be a dick to you, Flo.
No, you're not being a dick. I mean, you kind of are, but you're refusing to grapple reality.
Is it me?
Yes, I think so.
Are you sure?
No, because none of us can be 100% positive that we ourselves are grasping reality.
Tell you what, if you have specifics. Absolutely. I got specifics with Chuck.
Okay. I do. Okay. You said that you are not sure why you didn't get along with people or something that I sent just now. And then when I asked, what did they say? Surely they said something. You said they have excuses, blah, blah, blah. You basically just dismiss their answers altogether. But that is, I can't think of anything closer to, or any more better source of why somebody does something than that person. And they could be lying, of course, but I don't know where you think that you're gonna get these answers from, if not from them.
Should I take Moose's mod away? He obviously doesn't really support me. He just likes to support whatever he thinks.
I don't know. I haven't read the thing.
Most people try and support what they think. We usually want to support our own thoughts.
Yeah, I'm going to follow Moose's advice. He told me to start pulling some mods. I think that's a good idea. And Moose, you can also believe whatever you want. Okay? You have done the exact same thing as Chuck. You've presented yourself as though you are my friend. And then you run around and you don't give a shit what's true. You just say whatever you think. And you don't accept responsibility for what you say. And, I do try to. And I know I understand how I came across with Scott yesterday. And
Did you go at Scott?
What's that?
Did you go at Scott yesterday?
A little bit.
I've gone at him a little bit too. It never feels good the day after. It's kind of like, man, he wasn't trying to piss me off, but
yes, and that's kind of how I'm feeling. Now, unslaved truth, brother. Look at your daddy, dumbass. Okay? You have to be honest. You've been shown so much anger and hate, cussing, kicking. Look at your daddy, dumbass. Okay? I would much rather spend time with everyone who's been up here than listen to that nonsense for hours. And dude, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm a kinder Paul.
Oh shit, I was muted. That's probably good.
What were you saying, man?
I was just wondering, would you rather hang out with Tarek's daddy for a whole day or Tribe?
Oh, God. Definitely daddy, but his daddy. But no. Tribe just, man,
Oh, yeah, you and him are especially not. Yeah.
He gets talking and I gotta flip away. I can't listen to him. Anyway. Were you going to
Tribe or Wizard?
Okay. Hey, yesterday, lost access to Feedbook. Whatever.
StreamYard's been being a little bit weird lately.
Yeah, I don't care about it. Hey, I admit, I know that I have stumbled and I've been profane and angry caught and all sorts of things. But
some of my favorite things is angry caught.
I know. I know. There is a value to that demon. I recognize the value there.
That's not a demon. That is our valued community member and friend. Angry Cod is one of us. Don't you disparage him like that.
Hey, Chuck, feel free to rejoin. If you're just
it's a trap.
If you're just going to sit in the chat and bitch like a little baby, casting all of these insults and all your thoughts, irrelevant to anything that's being discussed, just your fucking little tantrums like a child. Come on up, Chuck. Be a man. Let's have a conversation, dude. I'll be polite. Because here's something I'd like you to consider. You're minimizing what you've heard, Chuck. I've never claimed it's everyone else's fault, where nobody, no matter where you go, no matter where I go, I get the same results. Maybe I have alluded to that, but I'm not complaining, and I'm not at that stage anymore. If you can't accept my confidence, my faith, my peace, you want to insult and disrespect me? Go ahead. Welcome, Mitchell. How you doing, brother?
Oh, I'm doing good, man. Thanks. How you doing?
You know, I've been feeling a little tension and getting over it. I'm growing today. I'm actually, it's Friday. I kind of want to just chill out.
Yeah, I had to go crack a beer after all of this shit, so.
You're making Sarah drink. Jesus.
driving Sarah to drinking.
She's just the first one off the wagon now. We're all going to be back in rehab soon.
I missed it. It must be in the air. Paul fucking flipped out on me for disagreeing with him. And
oh, imagine that.
I've been borderline kissing his ass lately too. It's like can't please the man. So,
I actually like when people have disagreements, but not fights or arguments. I want to see opposing sides. I want to improve my own understanding of things. But most of the time, people don't know how to actually have a conversation when they don't agree. And instead of having a conversation of unlike information or whatever, different perspectives, they usually attack each other. They attack their character. They call them fucking names. And we don't actually have any true discourse. We don't learn anything about either side. We just see children attacking each other personally. And it's very annoying.
Yeah, that personality bullshit and attack. We're supposed to be kind of philosophical, I feel like, be talking about ideas and stuff, not people. And it's so petty and ridiculous, childish. And
yes.
I think you're spot on. Is we're not actually getting the proper discourse we need to make improvements. We're just tearing each other down.
Mm-hmm. Like, I kind of want to have an argument with Flo right now. Not an argument, but
I will fuck you up about any topic, anytime. I mean, I've got to pick up my daughter in 7 minutes, but any other time, you're toast.
Okay. Like, I want to have these conversations.
And I need a new challenger because I've been wiping the floor with Jack all night.
Oh my God.
Why do you think he's taking it on Chuck? Flo wins a point. He kicks Chuck. Sorry, Chuck.
Ooh. Actually, that was something I saw last night. I did. I think I used Aaron. LIG is kind of my punching bag for Paul, and Paul was right here. That was rude of me.
Paul was only here for like he ran away pretty quick.
It wasn't long.
These
lives.
You can use me as a punching bag, Jack. It's okay. I got thick skin.
He wants to use you as a fuck toy.
Well, that's a different story.
Yeah,
that's going to cost him. That's a lot. It's going to cost at least $10. At least.
Jack, we got a weekend sale on LIG going on. $5 this weekend only.
Oh my!
Buy LIG, we'll throw in cage.
Excuse me.
Sorry, that was crass of me.
No.
I was just trying to figure out where you find butt plugs for afterwards because he's gonna need it.
Anything's a butt plug if you're brave enough, though.
We don't need an ER visit.
I see you holding up that beer can. That would work as well.
This is a yikes. Holy fuck.
Mm.
It's like gauged earrings, right? You don't go straight there. You gotta, whatever. You'll figure it out.
You gotta work your way up to it.
Just ask LIG.
Welcome to Friday's show, everyone. Butt plus beer.
Nothing is a true demonstration of being functional and well adapted, like complaining about everybody else's behavior all the time. Metaphysician, we thank you for being the one who's just got that aloofness. You know, I normally hit him with 24-hour blocks, but
good for you. You're playing peacefully.
I've been relaxing my ways. I haven't gone after him or Ascendant.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Hey, I heard this thought earlier. What do you guys think? A belief is a thought you keep thinking. Is that accurate? A belief is a thought you keep thinking.
No. Because thinking is an active process. I mean, I'm sort of nitpicking semantics.
That's why I asked you.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's that. Because thinking is an active process, and a belief is not always active. It just is part of your worldview. It's baked into your subconscious.
But it's only present when it's thought of or remembered.
No, I don't think so. I think that beliefs are something that you just operate in it without thinking.
Okay.
Of course, there's different there's different degrees of belief. I have to remind myself that I believe in the law of attraction, and that's why I shouldn't be getting on here and just fighting with people all the time, right? Because that sort of shit comes back. I think that would be more like a thought than like a true belief, maybe.
It is the belief in your thought, though. But see, and you're here. I love this question, and this is kind of I like breaking things down and trying to look at things from different perspectives. And you're right, beliefs hold a lot of different layers. Because at what point does a belief become a known? Where's the line between what is known and what is believed?
When you can't prove it.
Even there. It's easy to say.
You have a question.
Oh,
just kidding.
Well, that know versus believe of what can be proven. Can we prove that we are, or do we just think that we are because others think that we are?
That's why they're called scientific facts or theories. Nothing is actually proven 100%. That's why we were saying science is a religion. It's all beliefs. It's just a high probability of what we think is true. But as soon as we gain new information, we could completely disprove it instantly, even if we thought it was 99.99% fact.
That works individually as well. Yeah, the individual and collective. We've got to be able to adapt what is true and see the truth from different perspectives in order to test it and to know.
Everything is a theory, basically. There are no facts.
Well, so right. There are no facts. So what can be proven? And if nothing can be proven, nothing can be known. And if nothing is known, then all we are is beliefs.
Okay. This is not a good way to get to any sort of resolution, what you just did here.
I followed his train of thought, though. It's not
that was the all the way ultimate gaslight push right there. Nothing is anything. You're pure mush in my hands.
There's an ether. It's like an energy field that we are part of, and we're just perceiving the different reflections.
It's not going to work on me, Jack.
Perceptions of light. Dude, we're dreaming. This isn't real.
It's not going to work on me, Jack.
It just feels real because we think it's real. So if we stop thinking it's real, it stops feeling like hell on earth. and it starts feeling like heaven, dude.
Could you imagine having to like get locked into like solitary confinement and listen for like a month and just have Jack's nonsense dripped into your conscious through loudspeakers? I wonder what you'd come out thinking. Like,
yes. It's fun to think about it in theory, but when you actually start living that way, I feel lost and like I'm drowning. I actually need some.
Well, that's the point. That makes it easier to control then. For peace.
Actually, what I'm talking about, it would cause the ego to crumble, to be destroyed.
It would. The people's egos is really pesky if you're trying to control them.
Yes. Yes. They're pretty cool.
You know what else would help speed up the process of dissolving their ego though is sensory deprivation, isolation. Yeah.
What also helps is love. That's what.
But alternate it with like cruelty, right? So it's on.
Oh God! No.
That's exactly how you mind fuck people. So that's what they're doing.
Actually, yeah. Sorry to interrupt. Yeah, that is true. Taking
how many people have you mind fucked, Flow State? You know how to do it. How many have you done it to?
I'm trying to defend myself from being mind fucked.
So you never try and mind fuck others? I think that's bullshit.
I gotta go get my daughter. Look at that time.
Perfect timing. It's all.
No, I don't. She postponed me.
Okay. There was something there.
Where?
See, when we settle into the peace, when the thoughts are not disrupting our feelings, making us feel anxious or feel worried, when we just settle in without the thoughts, we can just be. I think that's how we're supposed to be. When we don't resist, love is. And I have been practicing this live in the moment. And honestly, it was a self-preservation method, because if I started thinking about the past, I'd cry. If I think about the future, I'd be angry and afraid. So focus on right now.
Sorry, my comment that I just typed got like blocked by the tech. I just want to say, Rocky, go fuck yourself. I didn't want to get it away from me. Salute. Is this Chatterbait? Where are we?
TV.
Yeah. This is Tarek.
Oh, are we on Chatterbait? What account is it?
Oh, let me do what Ian does. Hi, Jack. I think you're doing great. I think you're helping the whole world. I love you, and you made a difference in my life and everybody else, Jack. Keep doing it. Okay, let's get back to real life.
Okay.
No, I mean, Jack needs the dopamine. Jack needs the dopamine so he doesn't get angry. So I have to talk in a very low voice so he doesn't get angry.
So
why are you coming in hot?
Well, I'm not hot at all because.
Thank you.
And I've been noticing Jack very angry lately, and I just kind of feel bad for that situation. We're trying to help Jack here, but in some ways, I don't know. He doesn't want to receive it. You know?
That's a very uncomfortable thing to hear from a guy with no clothes on.
We're just trying to help you.
Actually, yeah, I have clothes on, but this is just a man's body. This is a man's body.
No.
Almost.
Someone doesn't want your help and you insist it. It's called something else.
Receive it, Jack. Receive this man's body.
No, not the body. Sorry. Yeah, he can receive the word, not the body.
Here, what I'm seeing, there's a big difference between what's said and what's shown. Tarek likes to say a lot of things like his daddy, and Flo, thank you for asking. Tarek. You're coming in pretty hot. You're presenting pretty passive aggressively with your mockery, your disrespect. So, brother, I know you think you're better than me.
I never said that.
Yeah, I know you think your daddy Paulie is better than me.
We don't have to bring daddy. To me.
You know what, Tarek? You've been quite. What's the biblical term? The false accuser. What's that called? False witness. False witness.
Mm-hmm.
Are you an honest man or are you a liar, Tarek?
I don't know.
What would the truth show?
You're asking me, or should I ask you that question?
What would the facts show? What do you think?
Honest man, of course, no doubt.
Even about the things you've said about me?
Of course, I'm being very honest with you. I think lately I've been seeing you on chat. I've been seeing you on the thing losing after 40 minutes, kicking people out. Anybody that does not agree with you, you turn a little bit, fuck face. You're cussing, angry, body language. You even kicked Flow State out, and you kicked Chuck out. I mean, just nonsense. A man of God does not do that. I'm sorry.
Hey,
I actually disagree.
So you claim you.
A man of God would definitely kick out somebody that's in their channel in bad faith and trying to scumbag it.
Yeah.
That's a good point. That is a very good point.
But I want to hear. I kind of want to hear out Tarek. I mean, it's obvious.
You want to hear him out?
I'm curious.
Yeah, right. They're discussing something, and they're both being respectful. Nobody should be kicked out, but obviously somebody's into their feelings.
Hey Tarek, where does the honesty come in, and where does the accountability?
I'll tell you where it's at. Jack, have you looked at your own panel, like your own podcast after you do it, like say 40 minutes in?
Hey Tarek, come to right now.
Okay,
I know. Here's your pattern. You and Paulie and all these other bullshit egoic narcissists that
I am not egoic at all. I'm respectful.
Well, what you say, you're very passive aggressive. You're coming in here with your bullshit. Okay.
Why is it bullshit? Why are you getting angry? I'm being very respectful and calm, and I lowered my voice for you.
No, I know.
That's not respect. That's disrespect. That is disrespect. You're mocking
me. I'll be myself. Here we go.
Tarek, you're coming in. You're presenting yourself here in bad faith. You're not here to find resolve to these questions. You're here to present yourself as prosecution, interrogate me, and for what? What are you trying to prove?
I'm not trying to interrogate you. See, you're seeing it that way because you always feel like somebody's attacking you. Some people that hold on, let you speak.
Tarek.
There we go. Mm-hmm.
You didn't even consider my words. You present immediately that I'm wrong. Then now you're going to present why I'm wrong. When the words I spoke were true, I'm not sure why you're so resistant to accepting or considering.
So am I entitled for an opinion that I believe different than yours, or no? We all have to agree with you, Jack.
Live as you want. What is your purpose here and now, Tarek? You've exhausted my patience. I am a man of God, and you're wasting my time.
I'm wasting your time. Wow, not even 10 minutes in, and you're already frustrated. You want to kick me out of here? All right.
Tarek, tell me what is being offered from you besides what I am seeing. And please, if anyone else on the panel sees that I'm wrong, please help me know. I'm seeing you offering me disrespect, Tarek.
Yeah.
You're being disingenuous. You've called me a liar. You've agreed with Paulie Boy about all sorts of defamation and insults. So what is your purpose here and now?
Okay. So here we go. Here's my purpose, Jack. I'm here and now to let you know that you need to check yourself in a mental hospital maybe and get some help because I feel like you're losing it, fuckface. Is that better?
Hey, Tarek, I think you're here to suck on Paul's balls is what you're here for.
And
yeah, because I'm watching the other broadcast too. And you're here to suck on his balls because he's your daddy.
Thank you.
You didn't have to do that. I wanted to have the conversation.
Well, I was hoping to be able to hear what you were saying. and Tarek doesn't care to have conversations. He patterns
Tarek,
after it. Hey, look who it is.
Hey, good to see you again.
Actually,
but that's why you're
who
here.
is this?
You're sucking in your face. How did you get your teeth knocked out? I'm just curious. Was that because you were acting the way you're acting right now?
Okay, go ahead. You're done. Let me know when you're done. I can speak, and I'll let you know how I got my teeth knocked out. You ready? Okay. Is it my turn, or should I wait?
No, hold on. All right, I'm ready.
No, Mitchell.
Right.
Just wait.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Let's have this
We're
conversation.
gonna get the whole panel attacking, which is fine. People like me
did
don't
come in hot. You did
He's
come
playing
in
games, man.
being a Jack Tard. You
All
did.
right, you asked
it
the
could
question,
be
right?
Tard
Let me answer
instead
it for
of
you.
Tarek. And I really did like you, and I do like you when you have discernment and when you're being right. But you're not being right now. So I'm standing
I'm not
up.
being right because you're on Jack's
Not
panel
right
and
now.
you're sucking.
Not right now.
You're sucking dick. All right.
Here.
So
I'm
let me
sucking
tell
dick
you.
to Jack.
Of course you are.
No.
Tarek,
Jack,
hey,
I
Tarek,
like Jack. I like Paul. I like you, except when you come in like this.
Yep.
Speaking
you
the
do not.
truth.
Hey, Tarek.
I'm speaking
You're
my
not
truth.
spitting the truth. You're spinning the truth. You're looping. You're projecting. You're presenting yourself as dishonorable, disruptive, an agent of chaos. And Tarek, my brother,
let me have this conversation with him.
No, go ahead. I'm waiting one at a time so I can answer. So we can see who's patient, who's a man of God.
I want him to answer, I want him to come back at what I just said. I want you to.
Okay, which question? The teeth got knocked out, obviously, if you are, because I figured you said you did some sports in your life. I boxed in my life, so I got,
the relevance of this.
No.
Oh, well, he asked that question. What other question you want?
You come in sucking in your cheeks, not wearing a shirt, trying to act intimidating, and then
intimidating. Hold on 1 second.
And then
you guys caught me in a second. Hold on.
As soon as you walk through the door. So I'm asking. I'm not even asking. I'm assuming, and you can tell me if I'm wrong, that you're in here sucking Paul's dick because you think it's going to give you clout to go back to that channel because it's being rebroadcast at the same time. So you're Paul's little bitch right now.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah,
don't let me know when I can speak.
You're acting like Paul's little bitch right now. I can see that. Okay,
can I speak? Let me know when I can speak.
Hi, I'm Tarek. Everybody, look at me sucking some dick.
No. That's not what he sounds like. He sounds like
my imagination.
Well, everybody be quiet, please.
Go ahead, one at a time. Let's not all suck Jack's dick. You got 7 people sucking Jack's dick. One at a time.
Sucking Jack's dick.
It's funny. If I may, Jack, if I may,
Tarek, one at a time.
How do you come in here talking about how righteous you are and how everyone's fucked up, and yet you say some crusty shit in chat and believe you're a man of God, and then you come on panel and you act like you don't talk like a little fucking teenager in the chat?
So again, I don't know which question should I go first?
Explain why you talk like a child in
hold
chat.
on, Steve. Which one? Let me ask Jack, since he controls the panel and he has no control of his panel. Jack,
he has plenty of control of his panel, Tarek. You suck so much dick, it fucking gives me a brain freeze watching you. Jesus. Sorry, Jack.
Those must be cold dicks.
Hey, Tarek.
No, it's bullshit, man.
You know what?
Dude, you can't kick people out. You got to give them a chance to.
Yeah, you can fucking kick whoever the fuck you want out, especially a douchebag like him.
Yeah, but he had a
douchebag like him.
Well, hold on, Aaron.
He's actually got a lot of good.
I know, Aaron.
Yeah, sure he does.
This is the reason I put Tarek in the back, because I want to be able to have conversations and have people heard. And Aaron, thank you for what you brought up, sincerely. Okay, and Tarek. You have been presented. Yeah. Oh, keep impressing you. Yeah. Actually, no, because in the back, what you're doing, what I just brought you up doing, is a demonstration of your disrespect at me, because I'm the only one who can see that.
Let's get to the point.
Yeah, get to the point. Answer for you.
I can't answer when you got 7 people asking me questions. You can't control your own panel.
Stop complaining. Hey, Tarek, come into this moment with me right now, here. And
I am. I'm looking at you, Jack.
The floor is yours. Stop complaining. Offer something relevant. This is your chance.
I'm not complaining. Which question you want me to answer? I got 5 questions. Which one should I start first?
I already gave you the answer, Tarek, and you, because of your fucking arrogance and your confusion, you're not accepting that. Here, Tarek, again, there's been several questions asked to you. You're a grown man. You have the freedom. Are you not a man of God? You
don't answer that question. You already know I am.
Your behavior is demonstrating otherwise. That's why I'm confused.
So
has anyone asked what kind of candy he's eating?
How is your behavior, Jack? Every day, every night now, when you lose it and cuss people out, call them names, fucking doing this and all kind of, how's your behavior? And I'm not even preaching about it. You preach about God every day.
Tarek, let's come back to the relevant question, which is you and your behavior. I am not under interrogation and trial from you. You are actually, hey, dumbass, you are actually a guest in this space who is being very disrespectful to me. Are you proud of that?
I mean, you say disrespectful.
Are you proud of that?
Yes, it's being.
Goodbye.
Hey, Jack.
Welcome, Cynthia.
How are you?
I'm feeling good. I
wonder how it feels to have to go pick fights with people who you don't actually dislike in your own right because somebody else dislikes them. Like, that can't feel good.
Tarek, did you hear what Flo was saying? Do you bother to listen, or you just listening to the shit in your fucking head?
I of course I heard what Slow State said. Of course I did.
Look at
but
you.
Slow State, like the
usual.
usual.
Daddy, hey, Dick, don't be insulting people.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
You asked me a question, Jack. See your behavior. You're calling me off already. Can I answer the fucking question?
Yeah.
Yes. So let me be super honest with you, Jack, since you're all on here, so we can talk about you, Steve, and everybody else. And make it. I know. Flow State is very calculated, so he would suck up to you and say nice to you on your panel because he wants your audience to be on
what you think, Tarek. That's what you think. That's not. I don't have the facts that support what you're saying. That's why I'm interrupting you. This is bullshit you've imagined. You think it's true. And then since you think this is true, you get to come up here and present yourself. Brother, you're looking like a clown. Okay.
A clown, yes. Tarek, you can say that all you want.
Tarek, there's a truth in my words. I don't care what you want to find offense with. Okay, if you don't like clown, you're looking like a culted member. You're looking like a yes man. You're looking like a very confused child who has latched on to some ideas of what a man means, but you're fucking delusional, dude. You don't know what a man is based on
so you tell me, what is a man,
I have witnessed from you and your enabling of Paulie.
So forget Paul for 1 second. What is a man in your definition is?
The man of grace, honesty, care, compassion, strong, kindness, humility. You ever heard of humility, Tarek?
Yeah, you've been healing me. You've been talking better than me the whole time. Did I say anything?
Blah blah. Tarek, why do you got to be such a negative Nancy? Why?
Oh God, I've been seeing this every day on Jack. I'm actually trying to.
No, you come up here. You're smoking fucking pole.
Sorry, Steve. What were you saying?
I'm just talking about how Tarek's smoking fucking Paul's pole. Like, why come up here and start fucking chaos? What do you get out of it? Again, Jack's question, what is your fucking purpose?
Okay, here we go. I just answered it, but you're all blind and deaf. You can't hear it because
you got to actually answer a fucking question without saying a question.
Steve.
What is your purpose? What is your purpose?
All right, here's my fucking purpose. I can stick it up your ass. You can calm down and relax. The purpose is some people really care.
At this point, he's just disrespectful. At this point, he's disrespectful, and there's a line. Like, he's just disrespectful, and you got to draw boundaries.
I kind of want to like go down. I kind of want to talk down this path if you want to. I'm curious because he doesn't look happy. He looks unhappy.
Who feels that they may be able to communicate with Tarek? Anyone? I mean, Steve, Flo, you guys have a way about you.
I don't think that anything will be resolved now, but I think it's a drip process. And he looks upset. I think that he isn't.
I'm not upset, but I agree with you, Soul State. Ain't nothing's going to be resolved today. Nothing.
I didn't realize that you're back.
You know why?
Nothing will be resolved today. But Tarek,
he can't even come up with his own fucking put down.
We don't.
Slow State.
I've never seen you fight with anybody on this panel in a way that looked like you just didn't get along with them. You're very easy to get along with when you want to.
Yeah, sometimes you have to be firm, though. Flow State. Enough is enough. I see Jack falling every day, and I feel bad that he's in that situation. Some people are just sucking his dick every day, like Cynthia, Yolanda, and some other guys that are gay or whatever. But that's up to them.
Are you guys bored of Tarek?
Yeah, kind of.
There we go.
I mean, that's fine.
I'll leave. Goodbye.
That's the best thing he's done all night.
Thank you. Thank you.
You can tell that he's not. Like, at some point, he's going to go like, "This is bullshit." At some point, he's going to wake up to that he doesn't like doing what he's having to do, which is go around and fight people. I don't think he's a naturally combative person.
I don't either.
Well, he comes in there acting like it.
I know.
I think he's a good guy.
He could be a good guy, but he's just there's something.
Well, I think
everybody's a good guy,
and I think that he's maybe he's got that like gang mentality where you latch on to something and then that becomes your stuff and that's what you're now defending. That's what I got out of what just happened when he came into the room. He looked like a gang member coming in from an opposite gang, and he's like, it's like the Crips and the Bloods, and he's like, yeah, so it felt like that to me. That's how I guess, I don't know, reacted.
Well, hey, Jack, it's been a while since I've been able to come on a panel and like yell at someone. It felt really good to just get it out. But I got to go relax. I got a show to put together. Good luck tonight, man. We'll see you guys.
And on top of that, I still have to say, I think he's a good guy. He's got a lot of good stuff to say. I've heard him. I've like had complete.
Like, who do you think is a bad guy?
Say it again.
Who do you think is a bad guy?
Well, I couldn't point anybody out here.
Hey, I was muted when Steve left. Flo, I get what you're saying. I was muted when Steve left, but I hope to see Steve again later. We got a couple more here. Chuck and a bad guy. Welcome, Dick.
Are you sure you want to be here, Dick? Or are you here?
Yo, what's happening? Cheers.
Yo. Check.
Welcome.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab my tea. I'll just be listening.
Fabulous. Thank you. So, Cynthia, welcome.
Hello, Jack. How are you?
Now that we've kind of cleaned it up, I feel more peaceful.
Well, I'm kind of... So, I feel like this is a good time. I feel like my timing's okay. It's probably not the best timing, but it's good timing. I want to come up here and I want to thank you for saying to me yesterday, I just want to give you a space, or the other day, I just want to give you a space to vent. That really resonated with me yesterday. Yesterday, I had a dear friend of mine call me. And at first I thought they were joking, but they weren't. And they were really in a dark space and they were thinking about doing harm to themselves, right? And of course it was totally over my, like, it was way over me. But I love my friend and I want to help them. So we were able to, I three-wayed in 988. For those of you who don't know, 988 is the prevention hotline for the. And so they specialize also in veteran and LGBTQ and for normal, Like there's different departments. They're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And my gracious friend allowed me to sit on the phone call with him for over an hour while he talked to his therapist. Like that was like the ultimate panel, right? Like that was some fun stuff. But in the session, she said something that really just resonated with me. Oh, well, let me stop before I go too far. The reason I say thank you to you giving me that space, because when he was saying these things to me, I didn't know what to say. But the only thing I thought about you and the stuff you said, and I said, can I help you get some help? And that's it. That's all I knew, to like, I can't help you, but let me help you get help. And so then, you know, we called and everything. So one of the things that the therapist had said to me in the session was, well, had said to him was, if you know who you are, you're not going to take what people say you are and aren't. Like, if you know who you are, when people say something about you that you know that you're not going to take it. So I want you to really remember who you are and what you are. And when people like Tarek or other ones that come over, understand that you don't have to receive what they're saying about you. You know who you are. And it is okay for you to draw the limit on, this is not okay to talk to me in this behavior. This is not okay. So I just wanted to come up here and just let you know, thank you, because you being you gave me that mindset to say, can I help you get help? And don't let people come up and tell you, like, I know who I am, so nobody can tell me what I am. So I want you to have that same strength too. And I hope you draw that from others as well, that genuinely have love for you. And it's not a metaversal, we're here to fellatio, whatever. It's here because there's spirits, there's love in the air, and we just want to share. And it's okay if people don't want to receive it, but don't hinder other people from their love receiving.
So is there fellatio or there's not fellatio?
Well, it just depends on what level of membership you're getting.
Because I can go if there's not going to be fellatio.
Is probably not, is only going to get you emojis.
Oh, the eggplant, right?
Yes. See, there's levels to it.
Okay.
But that's a big fact. Oh, I can't wait to get you on your panel. We're going to talk about that word. Because you said something the other night to Jalen and I about that. And I was like, why did that was kind of a weird trigger.
Sorry. Hey, I was reminded of the topic. New beginnings. Thank you, Ascending Ancient. Because I want to apply that to others. New beginnings with even Tarek, even Paulie. But holy cows. And if we're judging others, you're not taking the time to love others. So, I'm sorry, Cynthia, you were...
No, I was just wanting to tell you. But the funny thing is after we called, the lady said, now remember, you can call 988 if you ever feel like doing this again. Like, he thought I just called a friend and we were just having a three-way conversation. He didn't realize I caused a therapist for him, which is, I thought was hilarious. Like, we really started getting a kick out of that.
Good on you, Cynthia.
Thank you. But I also want you to know, Jack, if you're ever in that situation, and if anybody's listening, 988, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I didn't even know it existed until yesterday, but that is such an easy number.
Crisis Hotline.
Mm-hmm.
It'll work anywhere in the United States.
I'm almost out of cigarettes. Can I call them?
Yes. No. And they were kind of cool.
Hey, this kind of sounds really interesting, though, Cynthia, because weren't you on the granny panel?
Oh, yes.
Come on, Snafu.
Snafu was going after women crazy.
Snaps
first thing
is on my tail.
Is he coming in? Well, he's obviously coming in hot.
He's really upset about the conversations we had the other day.
Tarek, will you stop being such a simp, man?
Cynthia, let me say this one more time for the people out there. Gosh darn it. It's up to individual people what they decide to do with the jab or not the jab. It's a personal choice. I cannot blame somebody if they decided to take it. I can't blame somebody if they didn't take it.
Is that what the panel was about, Cynthia?
No.
Okay.
But
no, I just need a lot of that talk
in the chat.
Oh, yeah.
But
sorry.
Yeah, you probably
sorry
shouldn't
for
do
trying
that.
to stick up.
Probably not a good idea.
Yeah.
I guess not.
I agree with you, Chuck, and glad you said it. It's kind of an absurd thing to chase somebody all around with forever. Like,
yeah,
they can think of worse things. They're not chasing me around with other things they could be. So.
Oh, and the check's in the mail, Flo.
Oh, right on. All right, I've been working hard for this one. But fuck, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, if this is what they chasing you around with, like I think you're sitting pretty good though.
That's what I don't understand. But hey, I'm okay with it. But anywho, so yay! Do you think you know who you are, Jack?
I know who I've been. I know who I hope to become.
Emperor.
And I know how I feel right now, but that's about it.
And Jack, I wasn't coming at you. I was going by the information that since I've known you that you have given out.
Hey,
and
Chuck.
You want to
take
out all your aggressions on me.
Chuck, before you continue with your long fucking
Jesus
narrative.
fucking Christ.
Chuck, you came up with, you've heard a lot of information from me. You have chosen to remember and to focus on very few things, very irrelevant things. But yeah, Chuck.
So that I can get to know you better. Isn't that what people do?
Chuck, again, please trust me. You are one of many that I've dealt with in this experience where I know exactly what you're doing. You are trying to fit me.
Nothing.
Chuck, what you are doing with me is trying to fit me into your beliefs. You say that I'm trying to understand you, but you're subjecting me to irrelevant accusations or irrelevant.
I didn't accuse you of anything.
All right, Chuck. Hey, you're perfect, brother. I'll shut up.
What about me? Am I perfect too?
Yes.
I did not.
Thank you.
Flo.
What?
Did I accuse him of anything? I simply was asking questions. Did I accuse of something?
Recall your question, Chuck.
Tell me.
Restate your question.
No,
even Jack knows.
I'd like to say my thing without getting backstage. You didn't even hear what I had to say. You just assumed.
Nobody gives a fuck about Snapper or what he has to say.
You fucking anti-God motherfucker.
Nobody cares about
Hey, you anti-God motherfucker. Fuck you. I didn't even say what I was saying. You assumed what I was going to say, Jack.
You assumed what I was going to more views for my channel. Bye.
That's enough.
Jesus Christ.
Anyone remember me saying I want to have an actual discourse about information and topics instead of little children talking about each other?
Let's do it. Let's do this. What's the topic?
I don't even care. Just not each other.
But if you don't clear it out, you can't make progress.
How much of the straw should you put in your mouth when you take a drink? And it doesn't change for genders.
Just the tip.
Too.
Flo, you didn't answer my question.
Good stuff.
I did, but everybody was yelling at first. I think everybody knows that you were asking questions, right?
Was I accusing?
Not overtly. That nobody's claiming that you were accusing overtly. Jack is claiming that your questions were accusations, which they can be sometimes, and
because I don't intend to harm anybody.
There's one that I think was probably half accusation.
Which one?
Why he doesn't get along with the people at the thing?
Well, because he brought it up about the veterans in peace, and he told me what they were about. And to me, it's how
you're a fucking fool, Chuck. I'm sitting here running out of patience, man.
I gotta go get my daughter. I'll probably have a stream later. I don't know. Just look out for it.
I got money to give, Flo.
I love the Enslavia restreamers. Haters are fans too.
I think that's done now.
Oh, it is? Damn it.
Oh yeah. As soon as I came up and got done, that was part of my second strategy. And did you see your new animals? Did y'all see y'all's animal? I like your animal the best, Flo.
What animals happen? Oh, the sloth?
Yes.
Oh yeah. I was watching Moose restreamed some of it, and I was watching, and I just have to say that I thought that is a nice animal, but I gotta say that I thought OTW's background, little graphics was pure mediocrity.
Yes. I agree.
Like I just hope for better shit talking than that.
I know he made it so soft and cuddly. Like
I mean, mediocre is pretty generous, really. Like he should do better and be better.
Can he though?
No, probably not. It was a nice one though. At least it wasn't a skeleton or a melting face or something like that.
OTW is respectful as well. Anybody that's running a panel is respectful at all, and they're doing. I mean, as long as they're not like,
Did you say anybody who runs a panel is respectful?
Not necessarily. That's a misnomer. But what I'm saying is, he's running a panel. He's trying to do good, better for the world. It seems. And
why do you think that?
Respectful. And he's beginning, as far as things go. So
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just curious how you drew that conclusion that he's trying to do better for the world.
Because I've been there.
You've heard him say it. You bought into his words.
Well, it's just like you, Jack. It's no different.
Whoa.
Dang.
You're going to bring up that same bullshit argument.
Rubber band man snap back,
man. I'm saying anybody here advocating for better for the world is doing a good thing, and that's respectable. That's all.
I think the world would be better if
demeaned for that, in my opinion.
That wasn't Chuck that said that.
I respect you.
Well,
that's what I'm getting at.
Aaron,
you're
Aaron
doing, and people come at you. I feel like it's a natural thing for me to defend somebody if they're being attacked. It just is.
Bullshit. You're a fucking liar. I will call you out bullshit on that from firsthand experience.
Tell me.
My daughter's going to have to wait.
You claim to stand up
Flo?
for others, and yet you have argued with me when I said Paul is behaving as a bully and you're enabling a bully.
That's
you
between you and him.
Stand up for others, but you support bullies.
You guys have
You're
a history.
Fucking hypocrite.
I'm not in the middle of that.
Lig, that's a cop out. That's a fucking cop out.
No, it isn't. When Tarek just came in and started attacking, and I was here, then I said something.
Hey, Aaron, please consider.
Look at yesterday's stream.
Don't consider
on OTW. Okay. He attacked me. And I'm going to say the same thing for you that I'll say for him, that I'll say for you, Flow State.
I can't not. I appreciate
when people are attacking you mindlessly. I'm not going to, maybe I might sit back because it's kind of funny sometimes. But if you're in the room, maybe, I don't know. I work on inspiration.
The intention of being a positive impact in the world, but
I try to mediate.
At some point, you have to just have a spine too, and live in the real world.
I do. I stand up when I'm compelled to. That's all.
Like when you have to poop.
No, I sit down when I have to poop.
But you got to stand up to get there, unless you just poop where you're at. That'd be weird.
Well, unless you're sitting on the toilet.
And if it's cold, it might be kind of nice.
Well, it's probably warm if you've been sitting there for a minute.
Right. Snafu Snaps is somebody who sits in his own shit.
I like Snafu too. He's
effective. What have you guys done productive lately? Anybody done anything that they'd like to talk about that they're inspired by or passionate about or feel is a significant accomplishment that you'd like to share with your peers and brethren?
I wipe my own ass.
Nothing positive.
That, well, you know what I mean, but are you using BPA, leaching, chlorofluorine, Costco toilet paper, or are you being more
Burt's
considerate
Bees
of your
wet wipe.
asshole and trying, like, bamboo
Burt's Bees
sourced
facial
sustainable?
wipe.
Excuse me?
100% natural
That's
Burt's
good.
Bees facial wipes.
Oh, that's great. Congratulations. Good move.
I heard that
Well,
sandblasting your bunghole after you're done is really the best way to get a squeaky clean.
no, get a
That's
bidet.
a
It
way to
really
get
is
it
good.
raw.
It's good stuff. Just
Yeah,
wash
but
it
if
off
there's
with
no
water.
skin, there's no poop either, right? Am I right?
No, that's disgusting. You're not right.
I know.
Painful,
Until
too.
the next time.
Everybody's like, "Will you just leave the stream and go get your daughter?" Fine.
You can
I will.
only do that so many times before you got no intestines left.
You guys are sadly mistaken and way off the mark, but I apologize for even interjecting any decency or common sense into the conversation. Sarah, you had a desire to speak about something that might be sane.
I just wanted to talk about something that wasn't talking about people. I'm so tired of it. I want to actually talk about something worthwhile instead of just bitching at each other.
Okay,
Well,
can we talk about
every time I've
First-
tried, it turns into disagreements. But
Can we talk
I'd
about
love to
First
talk about
Amendment?
real things as well. Oh, here, let me go back to shut up. Go ahead, Aaron. Here, it's
Do
your
you know
show.
what First Amendment is? Do you know the what? Well, it's
No, I've never heard about it. Tell us about it.
well. Do you know what the facets of First Amendment are? There's 5 of them. Do you know what they are?
You know
Break it
that
down
the
for us.
First Amendment is supposed to be about us and the government, right? That you are allowed to speak whatever you want to say about the government.
That's one.
You're allowed to report things about the government. You're allowed to protest the government.
That's 2.
I don't remember what they all are.
Religion.
Freedom of religion, freedom to protest, freedom of speech.
Yep.
And what's the 5th one?
There's that was only 3, right?
That was 4.
You said religion, speech,
You can protest,
protest.
journalism, press. And
Yeah,
I don't know
press.
what the 5th one is. What is the 5th one?
Assembly.
Yes. Yeah.
Hey, let's
So
see
that's
what
the
other
First
things we
Amendment.
can
That's
remember.
one of the biggest ones that everybody can learn and understand and know and stand on. Second Amendment is what?
Right to bear
Right
arms.
to bear arms.
Yeah, uninfringed.
And to have a militia.
Well, yeah, but it's really to bear arms, to have a militia and to bear arms, uninfringed. Uninfringed.
All right, I'm gonna move on, and I don't mean to be rude, but I'm
Okay,
gonna
go
start
ahead.
wrapping this up.
Well, we were talking about real things.
Okay. I know you were talking about things you want to think of and things you can remember, and it turns into an egoic. Here, I know this, and you know this, and what I know is better than what you know, and let's just compare what we think and what we remember. And Sarah, I'm all for, yes, let's discuss solutions. Let's talk actions. And Dick, you brought it up too. What is going on? I've been trying to share some of this stuff that you were saying. What are people excited about? What are you accomplishing? Yeah, that's the shit I want to talk about. But it's like you guys come up here and entertain yourselves just talking. I don't know what to do. Praise God. I'm learning how to do these panels. I'm learning how to be a better man. I'm learning how to let go.
Well, it's really Mitchell and Chuck's fault, Jack. They came up here and distracted and turned this into a shit show for you, and they should be, ashamed. It's really what it come down to. I'm disappointed in them, to be honest with you.
How did I do that?
It's my experience. I'm the one who gets to choose a lot on this experience. So I am ready to wrap up. Our brother Steve, HMFIC of Steve, is starting up pretty soon. I'll encourage people to maybe head over that way. Oh, that's right, because it is. Today's the Marine Corps birthday. And as I've heard, once a Marine, always a Marine.
That damn treasonous traitor.
You know, I try not to judge. I really do. I really do try not to judge. But I do try to offer. I try to offer honest feedback to people the best I can, but I'm improving. I don't know. I'm improving. We're all improving. And I honestly think through God's grace, through our will, when we align our will with the greatest good, we'll find a way to bring peace to each other. I'm honestly dead tired of fighting. And Sarah, what you were saying, yeah, exactly how I feel. I'm fucking fed up with this nonsense. Seriously. So let's wrap this up, please. And I may or may not take a weekend off. We're gonna play the
like this,
by
Jack.
ear. What's that?
I like this, Jack. I like this shoe.
Thank you.
You have a wonderful weekend if you decide to take off. If not, I will see you mañana. Everybody else, see you around the metaverse, I'm sure. And y'all have a wonderful evening.
Cynthia, thank you, my friend. God bless you. Taking off.
I'll go ahead and bow out. We'll see you later.
Thank you, Chuck. Appreciate it. Sarah, thank you as well. Dick, Mitchell, I think you didn't even speak again, did you?
I didn't say much. I said a few things.
Okay, good.
Thank you. Thanks for having me up. Thanks for allowing me to be myself. Thank you for being yourself.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm trying. All right. Saint Dick.
Yes, sir, Jack.
Any final
it's
word?
been good. It's always nice to talk with you. And I think it's sometimes less than productive, with certain characters that want to come up here and spew nonsense and obfuscate. And I do come in with the troll energy from times, but you'll notice I give what I get. And if things get on the reel, I'm the first to shape up and make the conversation productive if I can. If it's not, then I'll just fuck around like everybody else. So cheers and have a great evening, Jack.
Dick, thank you. Cheers to you. I do. You've tested me. You've allowed me to refine. Many people have. Brothers and sisters, all who joined in to tonight. Thank you. Thank you for all who have tuned in, who have been sharing perspectives, and even those who join the panel, especially those who join the panel and keep me company. I mean, and today it ran longer than I honestly thought it would. I did not expect to last this long on a live stream today because of where I'm at right now. But what matters most, I mean, the topic tonight is new beginnings. And new beginnings are for us each and every day. We are here to accept that which was so that we can grow in strength. Jack wants to talk about himself. Let's see. Let's all talk about Jack life and his hateful attitude. No, see Jack losing it. Really, you are quiet and enabling, Jack. Not good. Praise God. Praise God for this life, for who we are, for who we may become, for what we may be able to do. And brothers and sisters, while the past may have been tough, the past may have been challenging, the past may have been frustrating, and even if the future looks a little dark and a little scary, trust in you, that there's a light of love within you, for you, through you, that's the world is waiting to see. The world is waiting to discover what it is each of us might be able to become. What are we here to discover? What are we here to learn? What are we here to offer? I challenge anyone who tunes in, and now or later, please start challenging yourself. How can I, meaning you, join with me? This is what I'm doing myself. How can I create a new beginning for me? What can I allow myself to change? What can I walk away from? What can I allow myself to grieve and lose and sacrifice in order to become? This is our lifetime to live, brothers and sisters, and I am encouraged and inspired. And someone mentioned luck, wishing me luck tomorrow about if I go to that meeting. Praise God. Please, may peace. I encourage, share some prayers. I believe in the power of prayers, and pray that minds may become opened, that hearts may become softened, because should this be real, I know peace is available for our world. I think it's been a little overdue, but it's always better late than never. And Snafu, I see you flipping in the back, but not going to happen. Thank you again, brothers and sisters, sincerely, to all of you who have been paying attention and joining in. Sincerely, thank you. Choose love, of course. It's the only answer. Peace. Peace is for everyone. And it starts within when you move beyond and you live without fear. It's a choice. Thank you for joining. Please look up, it's in the link. HMFIC if Steve is going soon, and have a beautiful evening. It's Friday night. Go party. God bless. And live without fear. Peace.